Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my repeaters and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today, we're going to be talking about Felonia and her state capture. We're going to talk about what that means, why we need to be able to read on this, and what's going on in our government. Because like I say, the tarot cards are never wrong. It always gives you the right information. It's the interpreter who's wrong, or might not be allowed to see the information or the energy correctly, because we were not allowed to know the energy at the time. So if we ask this specific question this specific way, we might gain more knowledge and information that we would have never ever had before. So I do want to give a little quick shout out to You Act Tarot for this suggestion. She posted a video on there, and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's talk about it. So gotta give her the credit here. So if you want to go check out her channel, go and do so. Without further ado, though, we are going to just delve right into this and just kind of see what shows up in today's reading. This video is being recorded on none other than Thursday, February 13th at 12:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as to when I am recording this video. I don't know how many videos I'm going to get out tonight, but I'm going to try my best to at least make 2, so that you guys have a couple content to watch over the next couple of days, because I am working every single morning, which means that my time at nighttime and especially in the morning is going to be limited and a little bit more restricted. So I might do my best, and I am feeling like my head is getting a lot warmer, which tells me I might be getting sick. So I'll try to make as many videos as possible to compensate for the time if I need additional rest. Alright, so let's begin. If you want to help out the channel, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, or engaging with the content in some formalities, such as watching the video longer than normal. You tell the algorithm, hey, I like this content, show me more. You'll be shown my content, but you'll also be shown other secretarial card reader content and other astrologers as well. If you have not been notified or you want to be able to comment and let me know something, you can go and follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group in the comment section below. You can be notified when I do post and upload. And YouTube has not been accepting a lot of your comments. I feel like I've been seeing so many of you guys comment. I'm going to hit the notification for it to answer and respond, and then it just gone. So that's a great way to be able to contact me and let me know your comment without it going like that. Alright, so without further ado, let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. I'm going to try to make this as short of a video as I possibly could. And again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only and nothing more. Let's do it. Alright, so let's see. Spirit, how do you plan when you do this specific video? Let me actually explain to you guys what is state capture, because in order for us to better understand what it is that we're talking about today, we need to really get our head around the idea of what is state capture. Okay, so I'm looking it up on Google because myself, I do not know. So we're going to find out together. Okay, what is state capture? State capture is a type of systematic political corruption in which private interest significantly influences a state decision-making process to their own advantage. Alright, what did it mean to capture the state? The original definition of state capture referred to the way formal procedures such as laws and social norms and government bureaucracies are manipulated by government officials, state-backed companies, private companies, or private individuals so as to influence state policies and laws in their favor. Okay, well, we already know that's obvious. Like, the exact representation really shows you what is currently going on in the U.S. government. So that already answers our question already. We already know that they captured. I'm not going to read on whether or not, are they being state captured? No, we already know. That's the definition. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to take that idea, we're going to run with it, and we're going to see how long it will last. And this is kind of like, think of it like more like an oligarchy video, like where we're going to see how long the oligarchy lasts. So let's take a look. I think that's the best way we're going to do that specific video, is talk about that state capture and try to get a better understanding. So spirits and angels tell me about state capture in the U.S. government right now under Elonia and 45 and all those other people. Can you tell us about when is the oligarchy going to end and how they were able to get the state capture the way that they were able to do it? There's a lot of reverses here, except one. and 2. Okay, so we have 2 upright, everything else reverse. That's a bad sign already. Here we have the 5. I said 5, it's not even a 5. It's the Emperor card reverse. This is 45 reverse. On the top of the deck here, we have the Hierophant. This is the government. Okay, this is interesting. What is important about the government? The government walked away. So what's the government walking away from with the Eight of Cups here? We have a decision has been made. And what is that decision? Money. Okay, what is that money being made about? What the decision regarding walking away from something, the government walking away from something in regard to money? What is being walked away? Least restriction, something being open and vulnerable. And here we have a disagreement. So what it is that it almost feels like to me that the government has been hijacked in terms of finances. Because you have the government, followed by and them walking away, the government and bureaucracy, which is the Biden administration. A decision has been made and has been determined about the finances of the country. Here, its vulnerability is open, it's not restricted, it's not safe, and here we have a disagreement, which means that this is not an agreement that was made by the people. This is an agreement that they themselves decided to make upon the people. That's the difference. Okay, so we understand the context in which it was playing out. Now we're going to ask, well, how long is the oligarchy or the state capture going to last? It kind of like feels like I almost feel like flag cap or capture the flag, which is like a football game, but for people who don't know how to play football, aka me. All right. Anyway, besides the point, we have the Sun card reverse. The Sun card reverse in this aspect here is very interesting and very significant. The reason for that is because it reveals that something is hidden and something is dark. Something is, in terms of the light, is not yet been shown on something in regards to the oligarchy. Now we're talking about the state capture here, which means that whatever they're doing is behind the scene, right? Something that they're doing is behind the scene. Now when this card is upright, this means going back to the past. This means going back to the past. It's reverse. This means in the future, right? So this is significant because this also means the past administration, which would be the Biden-Harris administration. This is reversed, which means the current administration, or the one after 45. So this feels like there is some information that is going to be coming out in the next administration. Possibly, maybe drug dealing, maybe some things that are happening now we won't yet find out until the next administration takes hold. We don't know when that is or how that's going to work. We will be talking about, Couch Lover and IKEA eventually soon when it comes about. Here we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups reverse is interesting because something is not being walked through. Something is not being, well thought out. It's kind of like moving, but it's not moving in the correct way, not following the correct trail. It's following rocky terrain. Here we have is the High Priestess reversed, and the High Priestess is the law of the land. This is my Constitution card. Because the Constitution is reversed here, or the law in which things operate, which means this is going unchecked. Whatever this is going on here, whatever they're doing, is going unchecked. And because of that, money is fleeing from the country. Money is leaving. This is the Five of Pentacles. Money is leaving. And here we have the Chariot. Here is the next one, the next president. So what is going on in terms of state capture and how to end? It doesn't feel like there is an ending, if that's what it means. Because it feels like, again, like I talked about, like when you talk about the state capture, what is state capture? Well, let's take a look here. Let's analyze this. That's here. The original definition of state capture refers to the way formal procedures such as laws and social norms and government bureaucracies are manipulated by government officials, state-backed companies, and private companies or private individuals so as to influence state policies and laws in their favor. Now, what does this mean? Well, this is interesting because it's talked about here, it's like it has to do with corruption. And we talk about the next administration. The next administration will be in some way actively involved in the same scheme, same corruption. Regardless if it's 45 or not, someone else is coming in right after him that is going to be actively engaged. It makes a lot of sense that this will be the case. And the reason for that is because when somebody is in position of power, they are considered a puppet of the bureaucracy or of the people that they themselves serve. And because of that, It would make no sense for those who actually control the puppet to relinquish power once they lose it. They're not going to relinquish that power. They're going to pass it on to the next puppet. When the puppet that they have currently no longer functions correctly like a proper animatronic, they will just simply replace it with a better and new upgrade. Think of it like this way. An iPhone. It starts to degrade after so many updates. After it reaches its final last update, it gets switched out for something better and new. Even if it's the same as that copy, even if it's the same one, even if all you have to do is change the name, it is still in the eye of the beholder a new model, and therefore it's just enough to keep people guessing. But yet, the whole plan here to stay captured is going to be lasting into the next administration. Okay. So I guess, talking about the state capture here, it feels like there is some strength here. There is some strength in terms of all this. Let's see. Let's take a look at the oligarchy and the control of the oligarchy here in the US. Now, the cards may not understand what the oligarchy is, so I'm going to do my best to try and get it to understand. We will be talking about other presidents as well to better understand the dynamic at play here. Um, I'm going to throw to McKinley, so we're going to talk about him in another separate video. So Spirits and Angels tell me, oh, McKinley just came out. What card represents McKinley? We have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting that he comes up as that. Alright, so Spirits and Angels tell me. Tell me about the American oligarchy and its future. And now, this is not predictive in any way. I don't do predictions on the channel. Yes, I say things that are very predictive and they tend to happen. I leave that up to you, and that's up to your own discretion. I tell you the energies of today and what I get in my intuition, what I get in my gut. But in no way am I predicting. But I'm just telling you, if the outcome was to stay the same, this is the likeliest outcome and the likeliest path. Okay? Keep that in mind. Alright, so spirits and angels tell me about the oligarchy. Tell me about the oligarchy. What is this likeliest path as of today in America? The oligarchy here in the US, the multinational corporation, multi-billionaires trying to seize control or have already seized control of the US government. How long will the grip of companies and corporations grip on the US? How long will it last? I'm here until the milk is dry, until there's literally nothing left. Here you have the strength. They're too strong. That's the problem. They are too strong. They're too strong. On the top of the deck here, we have the Three of Swords. They will crash. They will fall. That's certain. But it's not going to be under this leader right now. They're not going to crash under 45. So as long as 45 is president, he is not going to crash, and the oligarchy is not going to collapse. It's going to stay intact. When this new one comes in, it's going to be a calm leader among chaos. This is also, again, going to be a card to represent the next administration after 45. So they are going to be actually engaged in the corruption, and that the oligarchy themselves will still stay afloat. And because of this, a woman is going to be needed. So she will have to clean up. I think, like I said, Harris will be 49. It's interesting. It seems to be a little bit consistent here. We have the nine of Pentacles. This is great fortune for me. This is my United States wealth card. Here we have under the next card that comes after is the ready decision has been made. And that decision, because there is a lack of a decision, there's no free will here. Right? We're talking about how long is the oligarchy going to last in the United States, and the card that I'm getting here, and the energy that I'm getting is until it's milk dry of nothing left. And here we have the Lover's card reverse. Discontent, disunity among the people. And I'm hearing almost like let them eat cake is the response. So Spirit Angel, tell me, how long is the oligarchy going to last? Okay, they're telling me to use this yellow card. Okay. Telling me to use a blue card. 2 blue. Okay, Okay, tell me to use a blue, and then we're going to get pink. What blue? Are we doing dark blue or light blue? Okay. Alright, and then we're going to do pink. Okay, you actually told me to take these 2 pink cards. And 1 clarifier. Okay, here's the clarifier. The clarifier is 3 months. 3 months, okay, that's the clarifier. What's going on in the oligarchy in the next 3 months? Alright, so remember, spirit does not know time. So keep that in mind. This is not going to be like, like I said, it's not. I don't predict on the channel. Yes, I do. So I do have some like predictive thing that I see energetically, but it's all energy. Here we have. Okay, this makes sense. So with 3 months, the card that comes up in terms of treasury is hacker. Okay, hacker. You can't make this stuff up. This is hacker. Okay. Underneath a decision, what decision has been made, we have here the climate. So basically, it's essentially telling you the political environment, the environment in which we did. They are still in the work of creating and perfecting an environment where the oligarchy can thrive. We're asking, how long will the oligarchy last until the climate is no longer desirable, until it's sucked dry. It could be within 3 months, Here we have the Lovers card, right? The disunity among the people. We have 45, okay? The Lovers. And then we have here, write your own story. This is a lack of writing your own story, which means that 45, whatever he's doing, he's doing it because it is his path. This is what he's supposed to be doing. This is something he agreed to on a soul contract level. He agreed to this. This is something that his spirit and his soul and the people that are doing this, this was something that was agreed upon. So in essence, I'm not justifying anything that 45 is doing, but essentially saying that when the time ends, the oligarchy ends, it's because it's not because of his timing, it's because the universe said it's over. That's why the universe had the final say. He did not get the final say. So that is the state capture. I don't see anything else. I don't see any additional information that I need to relay. Is there anything else you would like to tell me, Spirit? Okay, so they're telling me to end the video, so we are going to end it here. But I hope that was more informative. I know it was a very short video, but in essence, it is saying again, 45 does not get to choose his path. He does not have a say in it. The thing that he's doing is because he agreed to this stuff. So there's that, but at least we got the clarifier, we got the information. They're gonna suck the country dry, which is, not surprising. They did it before in the U.S. in the 1800s, right after the Civil War. So it's not unsurprising that we're gonna go through it again. The last time Mars has been in the U.S. birth chart was again during the Civil War, so it makes sense that we will be undergoing this as Mars has just re-entered the U.S. birth chart for the first time. Alright guys, I think this pretty much covers it. We are going to start the next video, so I'm going to start recording that video because I have to get up early in a few hours to get ready for work. So, I love you. Have a good night. Peace out. Love you. Or good morning.